Hello there, Mr. Jevin. This is just a quick presentation to show you my world and hopefully give you some ideas. Here's my first castle. This is what I built first in this world, because everybody builds lovely square castles and in reality they're not. They take advantage of the high ground. So that's what I decided to do. I have a hall, Queen's Tower, King's Tower, a guardhouse, and a little sneaky hideaway for the king when he wants a bit of peace and quiet. This hole was already here in the world gen, so I've covered it up, decorated it out a little bit, and just made a feature of it. The gateway, as you can see, is actually rather useless, but it's here now. The windmill in the distance. It's a nice long stairway. Hello, Mr. Creeper. This is a cafe and trading post for the dock. And there's the ferry that's already here. Just a little bit of a simple diner feel to it. My mansion, although it's not fully decorated out inside, I'm quite happy with it. I think it's looking really good. These buttons here are just for effect really, but they actually do open the door as well. Here's the dining room. This is the bit I've mostly finished for this build, for this house, but as you can see, the rest of it's rather bare. But again, I'm quite happy how this is coming along. It's looking quite good. And plenty of space for activities. One little detail which I'm quite happy with this new 1.4 set of releases is item frames. And this little clock actually does tell the time, which is great. Here's the windmill again, which of course can't turn round to face the wind because it's going to hit the farmhouse, but never mind. This is a little farmhouse and farm shop. Again, not really detailed out inside, but hey, we don't all have massive strong points on detailing. A crypt, sort of a family chapel sort of rolled into one. Give it a sort of a churchy feel. Around the back we have some servants' quarters. Little private garden. Just for the odd herbs and spices, you know how it is. Stables. Blacksmith. Started using the tripwire hooks as decoration hooks. Look like it hangs something up on them, don't they? A little detail around here is the ice house, which in the days before refrigeration was actually quite common for larger households, the well-off in other words. And in here, just some blocks of ice, if I can get through the door. The huntsman's cottage with kennels. Again, not fitted out, but the dogs look happy. The pit. Feeding down to a little railway. Minecart. There's the most recently mined coal. Coming down to a set of barges, all ready to go through this little tunnel here, and over to where there will be a dock and a lock gate. Now we come into the main town. This here's a tavern on the water, the Bargees Rest. Little entranceway. Barkeeper. What does it say? That actually fitted out the pub, but not the houses. This side it says it's the Gardeners Arms. 3 little cottages, each with their gardens. These are 2 cottages with the roof at the other angle. Semi-derelict little cottage here. Bit overgrown, but still livable. And these sort of things would have happened in the real world. A nice fountain. Lava and water. Market stalls I've passed a couple of times now. A nice little simple feature. The smithy. And over here we have a little hobbit hole. With a nice big fire. And if it's hobbits, the theme should be nature and wood, so that's the theme. And a little writing desk for when the hobbit in question needs to come home and write down the tales of his travels. Can't think where I got that idea from. Over here we have a majestic ruin, which is very ruined, but simply 4 cylinders, and a bit of an archway covered with leaves and vines and cobwebs and the usual thing, and it's now leaking through the roots of the tree down into this pond. Over here we have the town hall. There's not much fitted out inside again, but we do have the mayor's office. These are maps of the actual territory around here, centred on the town hall, which you can see just there. Might put a library in there. This is Officer Dibble. For the town watch, protect and serve, donuts. And we have some very nice cells in here for the guilty bastards. There is an upstairs, but as you're probably going to gather, it's not fitted out. Well, that's most of the main buildings, what you can see on offer everywhere. From a lot of people can do good stuff. But here, this little strange bit of landform is what really I'm making the video for. To show you a possibility which I've just discovered. Grrr. Come down here. This is going to be the entranceway to, I don't know, some underground bunker. Not finished, and it will get there. And on this other side we have perhaps where the guards would come. Down here. Pressure plate opens up and you can see through, and that's the wall of the far staircase, so they could watch them come down. But over here we have a little display of heads. Display of things important to whoever. And these were going to be zoos. Now these little zoos will actually hold animals that will not despawn if you reset or log out from your server. However, they don't survive going out of the area where they despawn, which is dead unfortunate because it looked really good to have a silverfish in there, a couple of bats in there, and a small magma slime in here bouncing around. It was quite the sight. Now the magma cubes are quite hard because they quite often generate as very large slimes. Then they suffocate, then they die, and they produce medium-sized slimes, which are still too big. So they suffocate, they die, and then for some reason, even the small slimes will die. But if you give them a little bit of headroom, a small slime will survive for long enough for you to put the roof back on, and then they seem to be okay. Oh, this one's worked first time. Thank you very much. What shall we have? Shall we have a... Where are you? Bat. We'll have bat. And why not? Obviously all this is done on creative, as you can't get eggs in survival. I think that's quite obvious. Creepers? No. Kill everything. Spiders? Slime? Ghast? No. Zombie pigman? Enderman? Where are you, silverfish? Where have I missed you? Please. Ah, there we are. Now I have done this wrong because the silverfish can disappear into these blocks, I think, which is why this has leaves to stop it burrowing away. But hey, we all make mistakes, don't we? So in here, we better put the magma cube in then. I wish I could remember which colours were which. Please, magma cube. Go on, first time. Come on. No, you both died. Oh, why you do that? But you. Now, the very first time I did this, they died 3 or 4 times in a row to the point where actually I was about to give up with it. But there we have a little zoo. Like I say, don't go too far away or otherwise they will despawn. But if you log out, they stay. Thanks very much. Bye.